As we enter the final days of the 2024 election, some scathing ads attacking Donald Trump. This one from the Seneca Project. They're using Donald Trump's words when he says, "Oh, I like to protect women. I'm going to protect all of the women." Creepy, by the way. Here's what they made. Play this clip.
I always thought women liked me.
Hey, when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the pussy.
I make this statement to the great women.
Questionable comments about a young girl.
You're going up the escalator? I'm going to be dating her in 10 years. Can you believe it?
I am your protector.
Carol opening her testimony today saying, quote, "I'm here because Donald Trump raped me."
I want to be your protector.
5 former Miss Teen USA contestants told BuzzFeed that Trump did in fact walk in on them while they were changing.
And so I sort of get away with things like that.
You will no longer be abandoned, lonely, or scared.
Donald held back Ivana's arms and began to pull out fistfuls of hair from her scalp.
You're not going to be in danger any longer.
I turned around and I see Donald standing there. I'm thinking, this son of a bitch just grabbed me.
Women will be happy, healthy, confident, and free.
Trump called Epstein a terrific guy, adding, "It is even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side."
You will no longer be thinking about abortion.
They're going to just let me bleed out here.
Do you believe in punishment for abortion? Yes or no, as a principle?
The answer is that there has to be some form of punishment.
For the woman?
Yeah.
You will be protected, and I will be your protector. Women. I was able to terminate Roe v. Wade. I got rid of Roe v. Wade. Killing Roe v. Wade.
Next up, from our friends at the Lincoln Project, here they talk about how Donald Trump tried to co-opt our nation's symbols like our great American flag. Let's play it.
It's time to take back the flag. The flag that Trump and all his MAGA cronies co-opted in their hateful attempt to bring our democracy to its knees. The flag unfurled as this country took its first breath. The flag that united the country when the scars of civil war had divided it. The flag that flew high over the cliffs of Normandy and was raised on the war-torn island of Iwo Jima. The flag of America, not the flag of anti-immigrant hate speech and white supremacist chants. Not the flag of vulgar racial slurs and vile, cruel name-calling. No, this flag flies for freedom, democracy, and hope. For veterans and heroes, whether they lived through battle or died for their country, somberly folded and handed over to the families whose loved ones bore the ultimate sacrifice. It's raised proudly over schools and stadiums, over offices and homes. This is the flag of America. And this is the flag of Trump. This is the flag of the modern-day Republican Party and MAGA extremists. The flag of Donald Trump's America. Not our flag. Our flag flies for all of America, no matter their race or religion. For one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. It's time to take her back.
I've talked about this before too, like Donald Trump says the most patriotic flag in America is the MAGA flag, the red MAGA flag. That's what he tells his base. Buy my red MAGA flag. It's the most patriotic flag that exists. He also says that he's going to hand out these Trump flag pins. It's the American flag with Donald Trump's name on it. That he sends that and sells that as well. Here, the Lincoln Project has another one. This is talking about all of the principled conservatives who no longer support Donald Trump and are endorsing Vice President Kamala Harris. Play the clip.
Are you a conservative voter thinking about who to vote for? Consider this. President Bush is not voting for Donald Trump. Vice President Mike Pence is not voting for Donald Trump. Mitt Romney is not voting for Donald Trump. Liz Cheney is not voting for Donald Trump. Vice President Dick Cheney is not voting for Donald Trump. President Bush's Attorney General Alberto Gonzales is not voting for Donald Trump. Trump's own Chief of Staff, General John Kelly, is not voting for Donald Trump. It's a long list of conservatives who know Donald Trump is unfit to be president. It's not about right or left, Democrat or Republican. This is a different election. Donald Trump is not a conservative. Senator Lindsey Graham predicted that if Donald Trump won, it would destroy conservatism. He was right. Country over party. Join the leaders you respect. Take a stand. America or Trump.
Link next up from the Lincoln Project. They talk about how November 6th, how is the United States going to wake up? How's the world going to wake up? Let's play the clip.
For 90 minutes, they talked about different visions of the country. It was a civil debate that seemed like it was in the American tradition. But then something happened that has never happened in American history. A candidate for vice president refused to say that our president was legally elected.
Did he lose the 2020 election?
Tim, I'm focused on the future.
That is a damning non-answer.
Nothing else matters. J.D. Vance believes America isn't a democracy.
Obviously, Donald Trump and I think that there were problems in 2020.
Because if we don't have a legally elected president, we're not a democracy. All those who sacrificed to make America the greatest democracy in the history of the world, J.D. Vance thinks they failed. The greatest generation, it was all for nothing. Is that what you believe? That your vote doesn't count? If you believe in America, if you believe we pledge our allegiance to the greatest democracy in the world, there's only one choice: America or Trump.
This next one comes from a group called Turn Left. They're doing some good work this election cycle, as they always do. Let's play the clip.
Donald Trump is a chicken hawk. His daddy got him out of the draft with a bone spur diagnosis and later gifted him over $400 million in real estate. He also authorized 75 drone strikes in his first 74 days in office. Chicken hawk.
Thanks, Dad.
Chicken Don sold you Trump Bibles, fake college degrees, and overpriced meat. Now the convicted felon is dodging debates instead of drafts. We can't have a chicken in the White House. It's time to tell Chicken Don it's over at the ballot box. Paid for by Turn Left PAC.
Here is a new ad that Vice President Kamala Harris's campaign just released. Take a look at how powerful this one is. Let's play it.
Kamala is mentally impaired. Joe Biden became mentally impaired. Kamala was born that way. I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and I wouldn't lose any voters, okay? It's like incredible. They're poisoning the blood of our country. That's what they've done. They poison mental institutions and
Thin air. I'm repeating them because my constituents are saying these things are happening. I mean,
But there's
just
no
yesterday,
evidence.
a video came out of a migrant 30 miles away eating a cat. Clearly, these rumors are out there because constituents are seeing it with their own eyes, and some of them are talking about it. Now, look, we also have to talk about
that here in this country, anything is possible, that nothing is out of reach. And America, where we care for one another, look out for one another, and recognize that we have so much more in common than what separates us.
This next ad talks about how Donald Trump's rhetoric is very similar to Nazi rhetoric. Play the video.
In the 1930s, Hitler didn't just seize power. It was handed to him by the wealthy, by the powerful, by a compliant elite, by people who thought they were above the angry masses and violent anti-Semites. He was given power by Germans who knew what he believed, but thought they could contain him, control him, that his crazed speeches and dangerous antics were just for show, that his hatred would never turn on them. But like every dictator before or since, Hitler used his power to bring death, despair, and tragedy to the world. Before the world said, never again, millions of Germans believed it can't happen here. Germany bet wrong in 1933. Will we?
he says, you're not going to be a dictator, are you? I said, no, other than day one.
And just take a look at this. This is what Donald Trump told Hewitt in an interview he did on Monday morning. Donald Trump said that the immigrants who commit the crimes, he's able to tell who they are because they have bad genes. Here, play this clip.
She wants to go into government housing. She wants to go into government feeding. She wants to feed people. She wants to feed people governmentally. She wants to go into a communist party type system. When you look at the things that she proposes, they're so far off. She has no clue. How about allowing people to come through an open border, 13,000 of which were murderers? Many of them murdered far more than one person.
and they're now happily living in the United States. You know, now a murderer, I believe this, it's in their genes. And we got a lot of bad genes in our country right now. They left, they had 400.
This is an ad from a group called Americans for Contraceptions. Powerful. Play this clip.
Most Senate Republicans blocked the Right to Contraception Act, and Senate candidates like Bernie Moreno oppose it too. Meanwhile, Mark Robinson in North Carolina waved at his groin while telling women to get this under control, among other charming and memorable quotes. And this guy said women should put aspirin between their knees to prevent pregnancy, blocked Arizona's Right to Contraception Act, and endorsed Carrie Lake. All these politicians have voted against your right to contraception. This election, vote against them.
You know, and sometimes the most simple videos can also function as ads, the shorts. Here's Adam Mockler in a short that he cut where he interviewed a Trump supporter and asked, who would you rather have as president of the United States, Vladimir Putin or Kamala Harris? Let's play it.
If you had to choose in November between Kamala Harris and Vladimir Putin, who do you vote for?
I would not vote for Kamala.
So you're abstaining? Or would you cast a ballot for the big V man?
That's a tough one. That really is a tough one.
Really?
That's a tough one for me. I would never, ever in a million years vote for Kamala.
Okay, what if it's
I might not vote at all then.
What if it's Kamala versus Kim Jong-un?
I probably wouldn't vote.
Wouldn't vote?
No.
So what if Kim Jong-un is ahead in the polls and you could be the tie-breaking vote and you could make sure that an American president wins, not Kim Jong or Vladimir Putin? Would you be that tie-breaking vote, or would you let Kim Jong-un get in that power?
I would not vote for
You wouldn't vote?
No, I would not vote for Harris.
And here's Donald Trump continuously getting attacked by flies at his various events. Play it.
And all of New England, actually, he's a disaster. He's radical left. RFK Jr. is radical left. It reminds me of this fly that's driving me crazy up here. This fly is brutal. I don't like flies. Oh, there's a fly. Oh, I wonder where the fly came from. See, 2 years ago, I wouldn't have had a fly up here. You're changing rapidly, but we can't take it any longer. We can't take it any longer. A coal plant a week. I don't like flies. Get out of here, fly. Never been a big fan of flies. You don't mind my bringing that up, do you? Anyway, this is a very aggressive sucker, though. This one in particular is very aggressive. Like, I'm going to be aggressive for our country.
And here's Donald Trump referring to a runway as an airplane highway during a speech he gave on Monday. Play the clip.
Because I didn't have a chance with her. You know, I said, Miriam, maybe I should stay back and, heading into a hurricane, Miriam. It made no difference. No, you have to be here. Our friends are there. And I said, okay, when you say that, I'm going to be there 100%. I'm going to be there. I was watching the airplane highways, and they were all heading this way as I was going that way. They said, what's he doing?
Well, there you have it, folks. Some great ads there. Hat tip to all of the creators out there. Seneca Project, Lincoln Project, Turn Left, and others. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 4 million together. Thanks for watching.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Midas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.